Mark, what is going on? It's the middle of February and
Yeah.
it feels like, what, April?
April, yeah, mid-April. We're mid to late
The
April
tree in
right
my
now.
neighborhood is starting to blush green.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I was confused.
Yeah, he's not the only one, that tree. Let's go ahead and show you what's going on. We've got the western two-thirds of the state under red flag warnings. The only exception is the northern mountains because they still have some snow up there, but boy, that's going away pretty quickly. And out along the eastern edge of the state, fire weather watch is in place for tomorrow. The reason we don't have a red flag warning here is temperatures are down a shade in these areas. We are pushing a little more cloud cover in across the area. Most of this is high and mid-level cloud cover, so it's not going to make a big difference, but we're headed for a mild night tonight. 52 degrees in the metro. Winds are not a big factor either. 30s, 40s, and 50s across the north. Down to the south, 40s and 50s as well. We are looking at a cool down here. That's one factor in all of this, and the cool down's going to really head in on Thursday. So tomorrow we stay warm again. The numbers in orange are tomorrow's highs. The numbers in blue are Thursday's highs. You can see across the board, whether it be the metro area or the northwest, going to drop off about 15 degrees. Across the southwest, temperatures here going to drop off about 15, 18 degrees. Across the southeast, even more than that, where we could drop off 20 plus degrees across southeastern New Mexico and up to the northeast. We drop off too. Tomorrow's warm and then nice and cool across the area coming up for Thursday. That's because the storm system is going to drop down out of the Pacific Northwest and head in our general direction. The problem is the storm gets close enough to crank up a ton of wind across the area, but not much in the way of snow. In fact, wind is really going to be the main issue here. And what we're going to be looking at is very strong winds higher in the atmosphere tomorrow. And then throughout the day, they'll mix down to the surface here and become a factor. Even in the metro area, you're going to see wind gusts right around 30, 35 miles an hour as a possibility here in the city. Now, as you go east of the central mountain chains, whether it be the northern mountains or all the way down into our southern mountains, we'll tumble these winds down the east slopes. They'll gain some momentum and speed up a bit and obviously be very, very fast across the eastern side of the state. Gusts to 50 plus miles an hour will be a possibility here. So get ready for a big wind day as this system slides to the north here over really the next 48 hours or so. And what about precip? Well, it's like Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. We're just going to miss out on a chance for some precip. And this is the way it's been really for the past 6 or 8 weeks. You go to our north, 200 miles as the crow flies. Places like Breckenridge and Vail going to get anywhere between 6 and 12 inches of snow out of this system. And as you continue to slide to the south, closer to us still, Telluride, still going to get some good snow. But as we get down to our northern mountains, we get a ton of wind and maybe just a little bit in the way of snow showers. But it's a tough pattern right now, looking like March 2nd will be our next chance to break that. Durango could get a few rain showers late in the day tomorrow and maybe early on Thursday, but the San Juans north of town will have a better chance to accumulate at least a few inches of snow. 63 in Farmington, 66 in Grants, and 64 out in Gallup. Breezy conditions to windy conditions there. Southwest, sun and clouds, west winds 20 to 30 gusting to 45. Meanwhile, over to the southeast, well, we're looking at partly cloudy skies here as well, with the wind gusts up to 35 and temperatures in the 80s. 72 Concha, 65 Springer, and 64 out in Las Vegas. Southwest winds definitely a factor here, and westerly winds will crank up over the mountains as well. The good news is the mountains cool down on Thursday. East Mountains temperatures in the 60s for tomorrow. Wind gusts as high as 40, and finally right here in the metro area, we'll top it out 60s and 70s. Windy and warm, gusts to around 35. Extended forecast, we cool to 51 Thursday. Back up again into the 60s late in the weekend and into next week. You want to talk more weather on Twitter? We'll do that at KRQE Mark.